When we first launched our social media, the backlash was quite strong from those who are anti-Israel. But gradually, as we've built our support base, more and more people positive, the negatives have been dropping off. So I'm Des Starrett, Christians United for Israel in the UK, United Kingdom. So we run the whole UK office and all of its activities across the whole breadth of the UK. When we started out, most of the voices being heard were pro-Palestinian groups, very strongly and very vocal and very aggressive in their approach. We've come along with a more positive message as CUFI to love and support Israel and the Jewish people. And that resonates with people of like mind, Christians who want that opportunity. But also it's also stirred up some of the antagonism. So it's not been an easy task. We're currently fighting some BDS legislation, which is hopefully going to go through our parliament, our government. And that's been promised, but we still need to make sure it goes through. We've also pushing through on a Holocaust memorial exhibition centre just outside Parliament. Now the Conservative Party, who are currently in power, have promised that, but they've been held up in legislation, and they've promised that they will change the rules to make sure it goes through. The churches in the UK tend to be not exactly outwardly out for Israel. They tend to see Israel as a controversial issue, so they tend to steer clear of it as much as they can. Whereas the grassroots support, the Christians, have a long Zionist background in the United Kingdom. And so there are many who want to support Israel, but don't actually know how to do it because their church leadership isn't promoting it within the church. So CUFI is like a breath of fresh air to them because we're there to provide a framework from which they can operate. But we're also there to provide advocacy options where they can write to their MPs and members of government to actually make change. When we first launched our social media, the backlash was quite strong from those who are anti-Israel. But gradually, as we've built our support base, more and more people positive, the negatives have been dropping off. And so actually, when you get a core group of people who are positive about Israel, then you start to see that the ones who are against it tend to loosen up a bit. Actually, and we find that even within our government. We've got people within our government who are for Israel, but we've also got those who are against. But actually, as we encourage them to speak out for Israel, the ones who are for speak out more, and the ones who are against tend to calm down more because they know that their electoral people are actually speaking out for Israel. In the UK, it may already have gone too far. The Jewish students are actually hiding their Jewishness on campuses in the UK because it's there's too much opposition. And even the pro-Israel people who try to speak on campus generally get shouted down in the UK. And we have all things like apartheid weeks and things like that on campus. And it's really hard going for students in the UK. I mean, we're really impressed with the CUFI campus students over here in America. We don't have that in the UK yet. We want to develop that within CUFI. But in America, they need to stand firm for what they're doing, because what they're doing is right. But we want more people to know about CUFI and more people to just join us and advocate for Israel in the UK.
Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to cufi.org to check out all the resources we have available free to you.